Warriors, Life and Death Among the Somalis is Gerald Hanley's account of the years he spent as a British officer, isolated deep inside the Somali deserts during the Second World War. His story describes extreme loneliness, the brutality and beauty of the land, and the strength, intelligence, and pride of the Somali people. Hanley and a few other young officers were placed hundreds of miles from civilization with almost no supplies, communication, or support. They lived through unbearable heat, endless flies, starvation-level food, no mail for months, no water except what tasted like death, and constant danger from tribal conflict around them. This isolation slowly broke many Europeans. Some became strange, paranoid, or suicidal. Hanley explains that solitude forces a man to face himself honestly, and he saw how thin the layer of civilization really is when men are pushed to their limits. Throughout the book, Hanley expresses deep respect for Somalis. He repeatedly says they are one of the proudest and bravest peoples he ever met. He admired their fearlessness of death, their lightning-quick intelligence, their humor, their poetry, and the confidence with which they walked the earth. He believed that when Somalis received proper education, they could astonish Africa and the world. What impressed him most was that Somalis possessed one language, one faith, and a strong sense of identity, making them unique compared to other African groups. Life among the tribes involved constant blood feuds. A small insult could start a killing a man would kill for honor, not for resources. Hanley describes scenes where a Somali, after killing his enemy, calmly asked Hanley to shoot him immediately, fully satisfied and unafraid to Somalis. Dying boldly was a way to prove dignity. Their courage, while admirable, also made them merciless in feuds because, if you do not fear your own death, you will not fear anyone else's. Hanley and his small team were responsible for keeping peace, paying soldiers, preventing tribal violence, and managing remote posts. Most soldiers, ex-Italian askaris, went unpaid for 5 or 6 months. Hanley even borrowed money from a local Arab merchant named Hashim to give his troops a few coins. When a chest of money finally arrived after months of tension, Hanley lost control and smashed it open with a pickaxe to pay the soldiers immediately. This act caused conflict with the political officer, but prevented a mutiny. The environment was harsh beyond imagination. Burning rock, sandstorms, billions of flies, dry riverbeds, dying camels, and an empty silence that felt alive. The desert broke many European officers. Some killed themselves. Others mentally collapsed. Somalis, however, were completely at home in that world. Mentally far stronger than Europeans raised in cities, Hanley describes how he and his troops spent months searching through sand dunes for parts of an old Italian machine gun. Piece by piece, they rebuilt it, cleaned it, reassembled it, and finally fired it successfully. It became a symbol of pride for the entire unit. He also witnessed brutal scenes, like a man hacking another to death over a woman, then turning to Hanley and asking to be shot immediately. Hanley realized how different Somali concepts of justice and honor were from European law. The book continually returns to the theme that the desert exposes the truth of a man. Many officers felt meaningless, forgotten, and lost. Yet those who survived the experience later missed it. The silence, the rawness of life, the intensity of the wilderness. In the end, Hanley's memoir is not simply about war. It is about the power of the desert, the madness of isolation, and the extraordinary character of the Somali people. He leaves Somalia deeply humbled and full of admiration, convinced that Somalis are among the most courageous, intelligent, and proud peoples on earth. Created and edited by Zahid.